we finally have an official release date for not only ACOTAR 6, but ACOTAR 6 and 7. And as your queen of an emotionally damaging reading order, it is time to revisit the proper way to read the Maasiverse and why you absolutely have to read Crescent City if you plan on reading ACOTAR 6, 7, 8, so that all of the Easter eggs, information, and crossovers actually make sense. You are going to start out with ACOTAR books 1, 2, and 3. This is kind of a completed trilogy within the overarching series, all told from the POV of Feyre, our main female character, and she lets go of her POV after this third book here. After reading A Court of Wings and Ruin, you are going to dive into Throne of Glass. Throne of Glass is a little bit more high fantasy. Yes, romance is a big part of the series, but it is less of a part of a series than it is in ACOTAR. Two options for you, very straightforward. Here's how you're gonna make your decision on where to read Assassin's Blade. If you know nothing about the series, you're going to read Assassin's Blade first because that will deliver the most emotional damage impact. If you've been on the internet, if you know anything about Throne of Glass, if you're more focused on a character development journey versus chronological emotional damage, you are going to read Throne of Glass first, and you're going to read Assassin's Blade third. You can either do the tandem read or not, but personally, if you want my opinion on emotional damage, I did not do the tandem read. I felt it was more impactful, spent more time with the characters, didn't jump around, didn't confuse myself. After reading Throne of Glass, you're then going to jump back into ACOTAR. We're going to read A Court of Frost and Starlight. It's going to give you POVs from a lot of different characters. And it's going to sort of set the tone of where we left off in A Court of Wings and Ruin, a little Christmas special, and then we're going to read the masterpiece that is A Court of Silver Flames. Now, A Court of Silver Flames is written in third person POV. The rest of ACOTAR was written in first person. We are following Nesta. We have a different FMC in this book. I found a piece of myself in this book, you guys. This book changed me forever. And then after reading ACOTAR books 4 and 5, you are going to read Crescent City, super simple, just as it is the first 3 books that are out. The reason that you're reading Crescent City last, because I personally think it's the most complicated series to read. It's urban fantasy, it's higher fantasy, arguably like more fantasy and things to understand and keep track of in it than Throne of Glass. Isn't going to be a struggle to read if you have backed yourself up with the other 2 series. So I would never recommend reading Crescent City first or before ACOTAR. There are huge spoilers for the ACOTAR series in book 3 of Crescent City. Not only are there ACOTAR crossovers, there are Easter eggs galore for Throne of Glass. So if you have not read Throne of Glass before you read Crescent City, about half of these Easter eggs, these informational things, these little bits of like emotional callbacks are gonna go right over your head, and I just feel like that's a waste of your time, and it's sad that you don't really get the full experience. A lot of people think they should skip Crescent City. Crescent City is an integral part of the Maasiverse. I'm always gonna recommend that you read it. I love Easter eggs, I love crossovers. They are a universe, they are a Maasiverse for a reason. Life is not fun without complications, and I promise this is the most rewarding reading order, so follow it or don't.